two countries reflects their shared commitment to fostering peace and stability in the hemisphere. Meanwhile, British High Commissioner to Guyana Jane Miller pledged the UK's continued allyship for Guyana as she reflected on the support over this past year.
Minister Rutley visited Guyana shortly after the Venezuela referendum on the Essequibo, where he met with President Ali to discuss the UK's steadfast support and solidarity with Guyana. Our support was further highlighted by the visit of HMS Trent to Guyana. This visit underscores the UK's dedication to our Commonwealth friend and showcased our commitment to regional security and cooperation. This unwavering support for Guyana has been reiterated by Foreign Secretary David Lammy.
Ambassador Miller further noted that the UK's Ministry of Defence has been actively involved in reviewing the capabilities of Guyana Defence Force and will be conducting training to enhance the country's security and defence. Michelle Henry, The Evening News.
The trade of goods and services between Guyana and the United Kingdom has tripled since 2022, with the UK currently regarded as the largest funder of projects in the country. Michelle Henry joins us again with the details.
We have seen the progression in our private sector partnership, which has contributed more than £1.8 billion total in goods and services between the two countries in 2023.
That was President Dr. Irfan Ali giving a keynote address during the official birth anniversary celebrations of King Charles III at the residence of the British High Commissioner to Guyana. According to President Ali, this is the first time in Guyana's history where most ongoing projects are being funded by the United Kingdom.
The transformative projects, those in the pipeline, and those that are being conceptualized are done so with UK financing and UK support at the center of the conceptualization and planning phases.
President Ali further revealed that the UK and Guyana are currently working together to enhance the Starbrook area.
As I speak to you, we have a working group between Guyana and the King's Foundation working on a project that is called the redevelopment of the Starbrook area, the Starbrook block, and an urbanization project that fits into the beautification program of our country.
Meanwhile, British High Commissioner Jane Miller lauded the growth in private sector and government-to-government partnerships between the two countries. In fact, she noted that goods and services between Guyana and the UK tripled since 2022.
In 2023, the total trade in goods and services between the UK and Guyana amounted to £1.8 billion. And that's an increase in 51% compared to 2022. And mind, this is a tripling over the last 3 years. And it would be remiss for me not to mention the amazing collaboration that the UK has had with the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry, with the Private Sector Commission, with the Women's Chamber of Commerce, and with the Guyana Manufacturing Association of Ghana. These associations and organisations continue to be key partners in facilitating dialogue and partnership to promote cooperation between British and Guyanese companies.
I am Michelle Henry, reporting for The Evening News.
While Guyana has experienced exponential growth in its agriculture sector over the last 4 years, the demand for food in the poultry, aquaculture, and cash crop sectors continues to rise. In response to this growing demand, the government has launched a new program which will see acres of land being offered to students pursuing studies in agriculture to work on farmsteads and develop agri-based businesses. Trishelle Sobers has the details.
The initiative was announced on Friday by President Dr. Irfan Ali and will be spearheaded through the Agriculture Innovation Entrepreneurship Program run by the National Agricultural Research and Extension Institute NARI in collaboration with the Guyana Lands and Surveys Commission. The project will come on stream in 6 weeks and will provide opportunity for agriculture students to relocate to farms along the Linden-Susag Highway to manage farmsteads and eventually develop agri-based businesses. In fact, the government is already in talks with commercial banks to develop financing options. According to President Ali, at these farmsteads along the highway, it is envisioned that the students will cultivate crops such as breadfruit, coconut, and red beans in a sustainable manner.
So we're targeting at least 500 farmsteads. And we're going to link the production from these 500 farmsteads to a market so that we're doing it at scale. Within 6 weeks, we're hoping to start that program. So some of you will also be deployed on that program. And this program will target the improvement of life for single mothers, single parents especially, so that they can have also an opportunity.
For the students who are not interested in relocating to the farmsteads but are passionate about excelling in the agriculture industry, President Ali said this new initiative will also group students to work in the poultry and aquaculture industries. Specifically in poultry, the students can work in farms across the country, where they will gain knowledge and be exposed to the tunnel house approach to poultry farming, which is known to triple production.
When you look at the numbers, one of the tunnel house with 35,000 chickens, it becomes very competitive and very profitable system. And this is something I think that is a model for us here in Guyana that we can share with the rest of the world. So what are we going to do? We have, for example, I said, the opportunity of expanding our poultry production, because the growth in demand for poultry product is exceeding our production quite often.
The head of state added that a similar approach will be taken in the aquaculture industry to increase the production of prawns and brackish water shrimp, among others. The Guyanese leader explained that under his government, more emphasis is being placed on motivating students to become agribusiness entrepreneurs.
So to do three things. One, bring your theory into practice, transfer the theory into results, give you the opportunity to earn, build capital formation. Then we're going to help you with the banks also, so that we can create entrepreneurs, agro-businesses, agri-businesses. That is what we want. We want to lift you at a higher level.
Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
Two farmers from West Coast Berbice are calling on the Guyana Sugar Corporation, Guysuco Albion Estate, to settle an outstanding contractual agreement which saw them using their tractors to irrigate cane plants and ratoons earlier this year. Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael reports that the men have been waiting for over 2 months for payment and are worried about their financial situation since creditors are now coming down on them.
According to the contract, which was shown to this newscast, Ramdat Danraj of number 9 village and Balram Pitam of number 8 village were contracted by the Albion Sugar Estate to commence work on March 27, 2024, with a completion date of May 31, 2024. However, the men worked up to mid-April since the rains interrupted completion of the works. Both men say it was agreed that they would be paid $7,500 per hour using their tractors as pumps to irrigate the cane fields. Altogether, the men are owed some $7 million. During the El Nino period, which brought about drought-like conditions, Guysuco needed to get water pumped into the cultivation area to save the cane. Additionally, with the Albion Estate embarking on a mechanization program with some more land being put on the cultivation, the urgency for water was increased. Danrad says it is more than $3.9 million he is owed.
The estate hire us with a contract to come and help them out with some water pumping. That they're paying us $75 hours. We finished the job, and now we're getting a hard time to get our money. We borrow money, we get workman to pay, we invest our money, we never get we expense as yet, neither we not get back we money what we're supposed to get. We really want to know what's going on.
Meanwhile, Petam said the issue is that they have been waiting for a long time on payment, pointing out that he obtained fuel and credit to carry out the work.
Yeah, the first couple of days we take 2 days and 2 nights to full one field, and we there whole night in the background, just to get the work done for the estate. And now is a problem to get the money. We take credit fuel. We had to pay workman and everything. We pay our free packet. So we're glad if we could get back the money to fully debt that we owe.
Apart from the two farmers, 8 others were subcontracted to assist. Meanwhile, the contractors say they have been waiting on payment since April. According to Dan Raj, he has explored all the relevant avenues to get the issue addressed.
They will tell me this week, next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I get to pushing around. We went to the Minister of Agriculture, Minister Zulfi. He called, he got a guy named Aditya. He called the finance for Guy Suku in Georgetown, Mr. Faisal, that he must pay away, that the government released money to pay away. When we go back to he said, we can finish, call he back again, next weekend, till he roll on to 3 months now. And we don't know what's going on.
Dan Raj pointed out that creditors are now coming down on him. Calls to the Agriculture Minister for a comment went unanswered. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
Coming up, 11-year-old dies after falling off horse in Region 9, and Rupununi farmer stabbed to death during row over stolen cattle. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
Need quality electrical or hardware supplies for domestic, commercial, and industrial usage? Visit SPR Enterprise. We stock a wide variety of tools, transformers, connectors, cables, line hardware, and control products at competitive prices. Check us out for brands such as Square D, Eaton, Fluke, Klein, and 3M. We are located at 45 Brick Dam, Georgetown, or call us on 223-5699, 223-5687, or WhatsApp 639-7193. SPR Enterprise, your single source for quality electrical products.
Calling all small to large scale businesses. The International Building Expo 2024 is coming to the National Stadium from August 8th to 11th, 2024. Whether you're a small business or a major player, there's a package for you starting as low as $20,000. Network with industry leaders, boost your brand visibility, and generate high quality sales leads. Register now at www.buildingexpo.gy. That's www.buildingexpo.gy. Or call 592-635-1103 or 592-635-1104.
Oh no, welcome to Building Expo.
The moment is coming. He has the ball. Will he make the shot? And he made it! Goal! This is the biggest win we've seen in ages. Feel the rush with every bet and win big. Play online at www.ibetgamesur.com.
With iBet Supreme, every game is your game. iBet to win with iBet Supreme.
Must be
Did you know Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline has an octane rating of 95, the highest rating available in Guyana? This premium fuel is known to enhance the performance of your engine, making it run smoother and more efficiently, leading to better fuel economy and improved performance. Choose Super 95 for more mileage and better overall performance.
Introducing Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, your gateway to cutting-edge heavy machinery. Are you in search of top-tier heavy-duty equipment in Guyana? Look no further than Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, the exclusive dealer for XCMG, the leading manufacturer from China, renowned for their exceptional quality and innovation. XCMG, a global powerhouse, now in Guyana. XCMG, now ranked in the top 3 globally, is poised to claim the #1 spot in Guyana. With a deep understanding of South American terrains and fuel requirements, XCMG has perfected the technology in our Tier 3 models to meet the demands of the construction and mining sectors in Guyana. At Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, we go above and beyond to exceed your expectations with our unparalleled after-sales service. We provide all the spare parts you need to keep your operations running smoothly. Visit our state-of-the-art showrooms located at East Bank, Land of Canaan, Eccles, our head office in Georgetown, Ogle, in Berbice, Chester, and Bushlot to witness the impressive range of XCMG heavy machinery firsthand. Experience the future of heavy machinery with XCMG at Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, your trusted partner for success in construction and mining industry.
Transitions Light Intelligent Lenses. Pick your color. Choose your style. Available at Optique Vision Care.
Welcome back. You're watching the Evening News. An 11-year-old lad of Hiowa Village, Central Rupununi, Region 9, died on Thursday after falling off a horse. Dead is Cancius Constance, who was a student of the Hiowa Primary School. Reports are that the child was riding a horse with a rope but without a saddle when he fell off. However, his foot became entangled by the rope, and as such, he was dragged by the horse for about 500 meters through the savannah. The child's 18-year-old sister went to his assistance but discovered him motionless. A doctor was immediately called into the area, but the boy was already dead. Meanwhile, a 40-year-old farmer was yesterday morning stabbed to death by his cousin during a row over stolen cattle. Dead is Shartson Ernest, who resided at Fly Hill, North Rupununi, Region 9. Ernest and his 2 cousins, who are brothers, along with his nephew, were on Wednesday night consuming alcohol in the neighborhood. Police investigations so far revealed that later in the night, the nephew had left the 3 men and went home to sleep, but in the wee hours of the morning, he was awakened by a loud noise. The nephew said he overheard a heated argument between the victim and the 2 brothers, wherein the brothers accused the victim of stealing their cows. During the argument, however, the victim walked away from the brothers and went home, and as such, the nephew went back to sleep. About an hour later, however, the nephew woke up again by cries for help from the victim. Upon rushing to investigate, the nephew observed his uncle on the ground and the suspect walking away with a knife in his hand. The nephew said he managed to retrieve the weapon, but the suspect escaped. The victim's body is presently at the Lethem Regional Hospital's mortuary, awaiting a post-mortem examination. Although police have instituted murder charges against 2 men for the execution-style killing of 28-year-old Simon Sean Anthony, only one of them appeared in court on Friday. 31-year-old Akeem Grogan Fraser of Meadowbrook Gardens, Georgetown, appeared before Acting Chief Magistrate Faith McGusty, and he was not required to plead to the indictable charge, which stated that on July 11, 2024, at South Road, Georgetown, he murdered Simon Sean Anthony. His accomplice, 23-year-old Shaggy Mohammed of East Rhymeveld Housing Scheme, is currently on remand for armed robbery. However, the Evening News understands that both Fraser and Mohammed are expected to return to court on Monday, where they will be arraigned jointly for murder. Mohammed was charged with robbing Allison Sulok of US $400 and 1 shoulder bag valued at $10,000 on March 25, 2024 at Block M, Lamaha Springs, Georgetown. Anthony, also called Coil Bottle, was gunned down at about 2 hours on July 11, 2024 at the corner of South Road and King Street, Georgetown by an occupant of a heavily tinted dark gray motorcar. At the time of the fatal shooting, the victim was in the company of other sex workers. We now tell you that a man who previously violated a restraining order from his ex-girlfriend and was jailed twice for doing so was today jailed for 15 years for abducting her. Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael has that story.
Junior Fortune, called Outlaw of Anguy's Avenue, New Amsterdam, was charged under the Kidnapping Act for abducting Onika Crawford in December 2022. He was also indicted for assaulting the woman with intent of causing grievous bodily harm or to maim, disfigure, or disable. Fortune, who did not wait for the jury to hear the evidence in the Berbice High Court and opted to plead guilty, was slapped with a 15-year sentence by Justice Simone Morris Ramlal. The incident occurred on December 27, 2022. After being injured, Crawford was locked in her Anguy's Avenue house in an unconscious state and left. State prosecutor Cecilia Crawford told the court that Crawford had severed the relationship and had taken out a restraining order against Fortune. The order banning Fortune from going within 50 feet of Crawford was made in November 2022 and valid for 5 years. However, he breached it and was slapped with a 4-month sentence. Crawford, who had moved on with her life, was at a friend's house on Boxing Day 2022 when Fortune went and kicked down the door and, while armed with a knife, abducted Crawford. The woman was also choked, resulting in her being hospitalized for 2 weeks. The act was considered a breach of the restraining order and Fortune was given an 8-month sentence for that. However, in January of this year, Fortune filed a restraining order against Crawford, but the court did not grant it. Before the court passed sentence on Fortune, the prosecutor read an impact report from the victim. The prosecutor told the court that after being released from prison a second time, Crawford had to move from her home and live like a fugitive so that she could not be found. The woman spoke about the trauma she suffered and made specific mention of numerous sleepless nights. The court was told that several months after the incident, when Crawford was able to move around and was supervising the cleaning of her yard, she discovered that the entire top portion of her septic tank had been chiseled open and is of the belief that Fortune was planning to dispose of her body when the incident occurred. Justice Morris Ramlal imposed the maximum sentence allowed, 5 years for abducting Crawford and a further 10 years for causing grievous bodily harm. The sentences are to run concurrently. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
In an effort to further promote tourism in Bartica, Region 7, a new experimental product was launched by the Guyana Tourism Authority in collaboration with the private sector. Let's find out more from Trishelle Sobers.
The Ride Along GUI tour offers locals and tourists the chance to explore historical and other breathtaking tourist sites from the seat of a bicycle. This new experience is now available in Bartica Region 7, Cayuni-Mazaruni, which features unique attractions such as the Golden Beach. Another famous landmark for sightseeing is the Cenotaph Monument, which is located at the intersection of 1st Avenue and 3rd Street. The package offers a 30-minute guided tour. According to Mayor Anthony Murray, this new experience is significant for the township, which is only usually bustling with visitors during the Easter weekend regatta.
As the mayor and from the township of Bartica, we definitely are happy to have this product. We've been exploring Bartica and to start the journey of good things to come in the tourism industry. And something significant that Bartician for the first time will get to experience, and tourists coming into Bartica, we have them coming in like 3 times a week, and this is something that I think will augurs well for us because lots of persons do not know the layout of Bartica, and this would help them to see the Bartica, the terrain, the natural beauty as they ride along and have the trip with their cycles.
Meanwhile, proprietor of Ride Along, Cherry Ann Green, says her goal is to continue to expand her company's services across the country.
When I started Ride Along in 2021, I always wanted to come to Bartica. That was my next stop. I know I wanted to go to the different regions within Guyana, but Bartica was always my next stop. Cycling is a passion for me, actually because of the health benefits that it gives. And then it turned into something tourism that we can get to see the different parts of Guyana, of the city, using cycle.
Meanwhile, manager of the Product Development Department at the Guyana Tourism Authority, Candice Phillips, explained that the undertaking signals the first step of a robust partnership with the region, private operators, and the government to transform Bartica as a major tourism hub.
This one step is just a beginning point of all the experiences that could be launched here. The product development team has been working here for, it seems like about 3 years now. But within the last year, we've been able to step up that work. This is the next step in a bigger project that we're also working on called Discover Essequibo.
Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
Following the delivery of yet another manifesto promise, Prime Minister Brigadier Mark Phillips extolled the high benefits of the revolutionary high-speed internet initiative that the residents of Moruca Northwest District, Region 1 recently received. Michael Henry tells us more.
On Tuesday, residents of Moruca Northwest District were recently provided with revolutionary high-speed internet, which is set to transform the subdivision of Region 1. During the commissioning of the high internet bandwidth facility, Prime Minister Mark Phillips told residents that this is a part of the government's initiative to connect persons from hinterland communities to the digital world.
It's a community ICT project. It's for the entire community. It's not going to reach your home unless your home is just nearby to the hub, right? But you could come in this general area and you could be connected. The teachers at school will be connected. And if you go to the health center, you'll be connected. Another aspect of bridging this development divide, is bridging the digital divide, where we coming into every community and we connecting you to the internet. That is a manifesto promise that we made to the people of Guyana, that we will connect every Guyanese to the future.
Discussing the agricultural and health sectors, Phillips highlighted how the new internet connection would enable residents to contact local experts and seek advice without leaving their community.
Agriculture. Your agriculture district, a lot of farming takes place here. You have access not only to your agriculture extension office in the region, but you have access to the experts who may be somewhere in Georgetown, right? And they can advise you as to how to treat, for example, pests, right? Pest infection of your crops. They can advise you. You don't leave here yet. You don't left from water yet. And you have all this access to everything there. It means that the people, wherever they are, they could connect with relatives, they could connect with counterparts, like business counterparts. You could connect overseas, okay? It's not only for Netflix and TikTok, right? It's to help you improve your lives and livelihood in your community. This is a manifesto promise made by the PPPC government.
A total of 138 communities in the area will benefit from this investment. Michael Henry, The Evening News.
The Guyana government is moving to correct the poor job being done to give adequate recognition to all those who played a significant role in the past to shape Guyana's political, social, and economic landscape, paving the way for the country to be where it is today. This is according to President Dr. Irfan Ali, who on Thursday evening, as he delivered the feature address at the launch of Ashton Chase, Inc., a not-for-profit entity established to celebrate the life, work, and ideals of the late Guyanese stalwart Ashton Chase. Luanda McAllister has this story.
Ashton Chase, a celebrated legal luminary and champion of the working class, passed away on July 10, 2023 at the age of 96. According to President Dr. Irfan Ali, the Guyanese stalwarts' ideals remain relevant today and will continue to do so for generations to come. These ideals include restoring the purity of the political vocation, protecting the covenant of democracy, upholding the rights and aspirations of workers, ensuring that the law is of service to people and to the cause of justice, and the value of personal integrity in public life.
It is imperative that present and future generations actively benefit from the ideals he championed and the wealth of knowledge he left in his writings, legal submissions, and speeches. As a role model, Chase's example should inspire our children and their children. His ideals must be preserved and propagated. I wish success to this non-profit entity. I pledge my government's support for its work in being true to the ideals of a great Guyanese, nationalistic, patriotic, and champion of the working class. May the ideals of Ashton Chase continue to inspire generations.
With Chase having penned at least 8 books during his illustrator's life, the first order of business for Ashton Chase, Inc. would be a reprint of these texts that range from topics such as law, politics, and current affairs, as well as updating editions, especially the law text. Proceeds from the sale of these books and other income for the not-for-profit entity will go towards funding scholarships in the field of labor law. The late Ashton Chase, along with Chetty Jagan, Janet Jagan, and Joycelyn Hubbard, formed the Political Affairs Committee, which was the precursor of the formation of the People's Progressive Party in 1950. Meanwhile, Chase's daughter Pauline, in recalling the journey to the establishment of this organization, explained that her family wanted an avenue to honor, pay tribute, and continue his life's work.
How do you encapsulate Ashton Chase? A man who was larger than life, a man who did so much with his life, operated in different spheres, all at the highest levels, with unparalleled excellence. As a trade unionist, a politician, an attorney at law, and an author, as we've heard this afternoon. After his passing last year, descriptions such as national hero and national treasure emerged. And as we, as a family, mourned our loss, and we still continue to navigate the process of mourning, we faced the challenge of formulating sufficient means in which to honor, pay tribute, and continue his life's work. A life so well spent cannot wither away with death. Unfortunately for us, nothing seemed sufficient to capture him. We first considered a foundation, but that is limited in scope and perhaps a bit too pervasive for such a unique man. We considered a trust, but that also did not give the depth of scope to cover all the facets we wished to pursue. And in the end, the answer was quite simple. The vehicle of a company gives the necessary depth and flexibility. But then, what do we call it? And again, the answer was quite simple, as most things were with Dad. Uncomplicated, without fuss, and without the need for gloss. Ashton Chase was an institution within himself, and it was only fitting that the name of the body in his memory reflected that.
Lawanda McAllister, The Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Saturday, July 20, 2024 at 3 hours 30 for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is scheduled to be closed to vehicular traffic at 15 hours 55 on Saturday, July 20, 2024, also for 1.5 hours.
Dominican duo bolsters Windies batting on day 2 and scores registered for a Learn to Swim program in Berbice. Details of these stories and more coming up in the Sportcast, sponsored by MacCorp.
Need quality electrical or hardware supplies for domestic, commercial, and industrial usage? Visit SPR Enterprise. We stock a wide variety of tools, transformers, connectors, cables, line hardware, and control products at competitive prices. Check us out for brands such as Square D, Eaton, Fluke, Klein, and 3M. We are located at 45 Brick Dam, Georgetown, or call us on 223-5699, 223-5687, or WhatsApp 639-7193. SPR Enterprise, your single source for quality electrical products.
Welcome to Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, your premier destination for Sinotruck. Looking for top-of-the-line trucks in Guyana? Look no further than Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, the exclusive dealer for Sinotruck, the leading manufacturer from China, specializing in a wide range of truck models. Sinotruck, setting the standard in Guyana. Sinotruck has already established its dominance in the Guyanese market, surpassing all others. With a commitment to South America, Guyana stands as the flagship dealer in the region, providing quality trucks tailored to the demands of the construction and mining industries. Experience unmatched quality. Don't miss the opportunity to enhance your fleet with Sinotruck, designed to meet the rigorous demands of construction and mining sectors in Guyana. Elevate your operations with the reliability and performance of Sinotruck today. Exceptional after-sales support that exceeds your expectations. Count on us for all the spare parts you need to keep your fleet running smoothly. Visit our showrooms located at East Bank, Land of Canaan, Eccles, our head office Georgetown, Ogle, and in Berbice, Chester, and Bushlot to find the perfect addition to your fleet. Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, your trusted partner for superior truck solutions. Don't compromise on quality. Choose Sinotruck at Jumbo Jet Auto Sales and drive success in your construction and mining endeavors.
Gold mining can be expensive if you don't have the right tools. Mining requires engines that can pump high volumes of water and slurry, the most tried and tested of which are Deutz engines. Deutz engines are among the most reliable in the world. Where can you get them? At your #1 industrial solutions provider, Sylvies. We have them in 2 to 6 cylinders, ranging from 23 horsepower to 80 horsepower. Most miners use Deutz engines because they're lightweight, use less fuel, and require less maintenance because they are air-cooled. So what are you waiting for? If you can't make it to our 31 High and Hatfield Streets Georgetown location, we can deliver. Give us a call on 227-6226 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 or visit our website sylviesonline.com. Sylvies Industrial Solution, proudly serving Guyana for over 4 decades.
The moment is coming. He has the ball. Will he make the shot? And he made it! Goal! This is the biggest win we've seen in ages. Feel the rush with every bet and win big. Play online at www.ibetgamesui.com.
With iBet Supreme, every game is your game. I bet to win with iBet Supreme.
Must be 18 years and older to bet.
Introducing Jumbo Jet Auto Sales. Are you looking for top quality heavy machinery and trucks in Guyana? Look no further than Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, your exclusive dealer for XCMG and Sinotruck. Various sizes in motor graders to excavators, compactors to skid steers, and wheel loaders. Not forgetting our amphibious. We have a wide selection of XCMG machinery to meet your needs. Explore our range of Sinotruck dumpers, including 8x4 twin steer, all-terrain 6x6, 6x4 models, and more. Plus, check out our cement mixers in 8x4 and 6x4 configurations. We also customize to best suit your needs. Drop by our various showrooms located at East Bank, Land of Canaan, Eccles, our head office in Georgetown, Ogle, and in Berbice, Chester, and Bushlot to view our impressive inventory. Don't miss out on the opportunity to add to your fleet the perfect heavy machinery or truck for your needs. Visit Jumbo Jet Auto Sales today and experience quality, reliability, and excellent service all under one roof. Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, your leading partner in quality machinery.
Calling all small to large scale businesses, the International Building Expo 2024 is coming to the National Stadium from August 8th to 11th, 2024. Whether you're a small business or a major player, there's a package for you starting as low as $20,000. Network with industry leaders, boost your brand visibility, and generate high quality sales leads. Register now at www.buildingexpo.gy. That's www.buildingexpo.gy. Or call 592-635-1103 or 592-635-1104.
Oh no, welcome to Building Expo. Yeah.
Need quality electrical or hardware supplies for domestic, commercial, and industrial usage? Visit SPR Enterprise. We stock a wide variety of tools, transformers, connectors, cables, line hardware, and control products at competitive prices. Check us out for brands such as Square D, Eaton, Fluke, Klein, and 3M. We are located at 45 Brick Dam, Georgetown, or call us on 223-5699, 223-5687, or WhatsApp 639-7193. SPR Enterprise, your